You are watching this video right now because there is something bothering you in the back of your mind. A job you know you need to finish. But your mind always comes up with 1,000 reasons to do something else when you think about it. If you give me precisely 14 minutes or however long this video is, I'll show you how to never put things off again. And no, I'm not talking about another useless self-help method that you'll try for a week and then give up on. I'm talking about completely changing how your nervous system works. A transformation so big that you'll leave here with a whole new way of looking at the hard things in your life. I know precisely what that feels like. You believe you are lethargic, weak, and not disciplined. But be ready to learn something that will shock your head. Willpower has nothing to do with putting things off. It's about a part of your brain that isn't working right. If you pay full attention to me right now and don't stop, check your phone, or do anything else, I promise you'll leave here understanding how to modify these brain patterns for good. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video to help it reach more people, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any new videos. Let's get back to the video now. Chapter 1. Tearing down the biggest deception. Let me start by breaking the biggest lie you tell yourself every day. I put things off because I'm lazy. Not true at all. Not doing something right away isn't being lazy. It's more like a certain kind of hidden worry that is ruining your life without you even knowing it. When you put off an important assignment, I'll tell you exactly what happens in your brain. Because knowing this will affect your life forever. The amygdala is a small part of your brain. The size of a walnut, it regulates almost everything you do or don't do. Millions of years of evolution have programmed this area with one goal: to find threats and keep you safe. But here's the issue. Your amygdala is dumb. It can't tell the difference between having to accomplish your work goals and facing a hungry lion on the African savanna. Both are equally dangerous to life. This part of your brain goes off like a fire alarm when you think about the presentation you need to prepare, the project that's 3 weeks behind schedule, or the hard talk you need to have with your employer. Danger. If you don't run now, you'll die. Your prefrontal cortex, which is the most advanced and logical part of your brain, should be your friend, but it becomes your worst enemy. It mindlessly follows the amygdala's signal and starts making up the most intricate and believable reasons you've ever heard. I don't have the time to accomplish this right now. Before I start, I need to learn more. I'll do it when I feel more inspired. Today is not the best day. I'll do it tomorrow. Researchers at the University of Rochester did a study that showed these reasons that sound so reasonable and logical aren't really sensible ideas. They're excuses you made up to explain why your amygdala told you to flee away a long time ago. A researcher who has studied human behavior for more than 20 years says, your primitive brain's only job is to keep you breathing, and anything that is unclear, painful, or potentially hurt it is seen as a threat to its survival. So, it turns on your body's natural escape system. You don't want to fail when you put off starting that critical endeavor. That's because a very old part of your brain is telling you bad things. What if you really mess up? What if you find out you're not as smart as you thought? What if everyone finds that you're a fake? You shouldn't even try. That way, you won't be let down. This is the first important thing you need to know. Procrastination is a protective system that isn't working right. Your brain isn't attempting to hurt you. It really wants to keep you from failing, being judged, or feeling bad. But here's something no one else tells you that will affect the way you handle this altogether. There is a solution to change this system of putting things off that has been shown to work by science. And in a few minutes, I'll show you exactly how to do it. Chapter 2. The dopamine secret that no one knows about. You need to know how your brain works in order to hack your procrastination system. And it means talking about dopamine in a way that you probably haven't heard before. People talk about dopamine like it's merely the chemical that makes you feel good. This is totally wrong. Dopamine doesn't have anything to do with pleasure. It's about being driven. It's essentially the neurological fuel that keeps you going after a goal, even when every part of you is telling you to give up. Your brain has two completely independent dopamine systems that work in different ways. Knowing the difference between them can help you understand why you can watch a show for 8 hours straight yet not study for half an hour. System 1. Dopamine in phases. These peaks are intense and addictive, and they make you do things without thinking. It's what happens when you click on a random video instead of doing your assignment. It's what keeps you on Instagram for hours. It's what makes you eat junk food, drink too much, and buy things you don't need. Dopamine in System 2. The steady flow keeps you focused on a task from beginning to end. Dopamine is what makes you read a 400-page book all the way through. It's what lets you sit still and stay focused and motivated without being distracted by a million other things that are interesting. This is the problem with those who always put things off. Phasic dopamine takes over tonic dopamine fully. It's like having a garden hose that keeps pumping out motivation for your vital work, but someone keeps turning it off to do other, more appealing, immediate things. A Stanford University researcher who has been studying neuroplasticity for more than 10 years says, the modern brain is constantly bombarded with stimuli that are designed to hijack our reward system. Social media, games, films, and notifications all work to make phasic dopamine spikes happen. And this is the terrifying part. Every time you give in to these desires, you're physically changing the way your brain works so that it prefers quick pleasure over focused, productive labor. Chapter 3. Naming your fears. Stop for a second and think about the task you don't want to do. Now, be honest. What are you afraid of? Are you scared about not being good enough? Are you scared of finding out you're not as smart as you thought? Are you scared to start and not be able to finish? Or are you afraid of what other people will think? Write down your fear and give it a name. And here's the deal. Writing by hand activates the motor cortex, which is part of the LBIC system. This makes the abstract less scary and more real so you can deal with it. Fears that you don't name are like big shadows on the wall that keep you on edge all the time. But when you externalize this anxiety, you move the emotional and irrational processes to your logical and reasonable prefrontal cortex. The first step to stopping procrastinating is to name your fear. Chapter 4. The fear of doing nothing. Now I'm going to teach you something that goes against what you think. How to be scared of the appropriate things. A lot of people are scared of taking action. I will train you to be terrified of doing nothing. Imagine this with me while you close your eyes. You still haven't done anything about what you're putting off today in 6 months. How do you feel? What chances have you missed? What part of you have you let die? 3 years later, same anxieties, same delays. How's everything going in your life? This picture isn't meant to make you feel bad, it's supposed to help you make better decisions. The worst thing that can happen is not trying. It's always wondering what if and never attempting. Your brain avoids the short-term agony of starting, but it doesn't think about the huge long-term pain. Regret. When you learn to be more afraid of doing nothing than doing something, something big happens. It's worse to put things off than to do them. Chapter 5. The game of dopamine. There are a few dopaminergic pathways in your brain that help it work. These pathways affect how motivated you are to do things that are good for you. The trouble is that there are a lot of things in the world that can take your dopamine away. That's why you need a plan. Put your life in this order. One thing at a time. Write down one hard thing you have to do today. Your brain can't release tonic dopamine for more than one goal at a time. Make up fake deadlines. Give yourself 3 hours instead of 4 if you think you need them. Controlled pressure makes you work better. Pick your reward before you start. You really want something, but you can only have it once you finish the work. Get rid of things that are distracting. Take your phone to another room. Close all of your tabs and turn off notifications. And don't forget that the reward has to be planned, not automatic. If you already watch Netflix all the time, it's not a reward. If you open social media because you're bored, it's not a reward. Make fun a reward for doing something. This makes the task more interesting and the reward more enjoyable. But be careful. There is an opponent that may destroy this whole system without anyone knowing. Being a perfectionist. Part 6. The enemy that hides. Wanting things to be perfect. A lot of people think that perfectionists get a lot done. Perfectionism pretends to be logical. I can't start now because I have an appointment in 2 hours. I need to be motivated to accomplish a good job. The world isn't flawless. It's not the proper moment yet. These thoughts are traps. The truth is that there is no perfect time. The only time you can start is now. Follow the law of imperfect minutes. Make a promise to accomplish 2 minutes of bad work without feeling any pressure or having any expectations. Just do it. What makes it work? The hardest part isn't doing it properly, it's getting started. Once you get going, it's a lot easier to keep going. Your brain can't employ perfectionist justifications against something you already know will be imperfect. Chapter 7. The environment's strength. Your surroundings are not stronger than you. You've already lost the war before it even starts if your desk is full with things that get in the way, your room is messy, and your phone vibrates every minute. A lot of the time, putting things off is merely a sign of the situation you've put yourself in. Do you want to modify how you act? Change the view. Make room for action. No extra stuff, just clean and simple. Make the job unavoidable. Leave your notebook or computer open on the right screen if you need to write. Make it easier to do what you want and harder to do what you don't want to do. Don't let your phone get too close. Put website blockers on your computer. Hide shortcuts that are too distracting. Your brain chooses the road that is easiest. If you make your surroundings more conducive to action and less conducive to escape, procrastination will lose its potency. Chapter 8. The guideline of being clear. Not doing something right away is not the same as being lazy. A lot of the time, it's confusion. You don't start because you don't know how to start. The job looks like a huge, shapeless monster. The clarity of the antidote. Break the assignment down into such small pieces that it becomes silly. Don't write a book, just open the document and write the title. Not tidy up the whole house, just fold 3 shirts. This method brings out the Zeigarnik action. Your brain hates things that aren't done. Your brain develops an internal tension that makes you want to keep going until you finish, even if it's just a tiny task. Don't wait for things to become clear on their own. Make things clearer by dividing the huge things down into small pieces. Chapter 9 is about the energy cycle. Have you ever observed that you put things off more when you're tired? Your brain uses around 20% of the energy in your body. When energy levels are low, it instinctively looks for activities that are less demanding. So, energy is not a luxury. It's a plan. Have a good night's sleep. There is no way to make up for poor evenings. Get going. Exercise makes your blood flow better and clears your mind. Be smart about what you eat. Don't rely on sweets and caffeine to get you through the day. Respect your cycles. Find out if you get more done in the morning, afternoon, or nighttime. And plan the hardest things to do during this time. It doesn't matter how many ways you learn to be more productive, your body will always win over your tired mind if you don't manage your energy. Chapter 10. The deal you make with yourself. Not being committed makes procrastination worse. You say, "I'll do it one day," but today is never one day. Make deals with yourself. It can be easy. Put the job on a sheet of paper. Put your name on it and make it clear. Or even more extreme. Let someone know. Say it out loud. Make sure that not taking action has genuine effects. When you commit to something, it becomes an obligation. And when you place yourself in a position to keep your word, your sense of self starts to change. You shift from being someone who puts things off to someone who gets things done. Chapter 11. Who the Warrior Is. In the end, getting over procrastination isn't about using tactics or shortcuts. It's about who you choose to be. The famous warrior Miyamoto Musashi didn't wait for inspiration to come to him. He did things because it was who he was. You don't have to be a samurai, but you do have to fight your daily war. Every time you do something, even when you're scared, unsure, or want to put it off, you make the warrior inside you stronger. And after time, putting things off ceases being a habit and becomes a memory. Thank you very much for your time if you've watched this video this far. I also ask you to watch the video that is now on your screen. I'm confident you'll learn a lot from this. Be there. Walk with pride. Go down the trail.